everyone, so since it's almost Halloween, I thought I'd show you all how to make the best pumpkin pie this side of the Mississippi. So first, you gotta take your pumpkin. Oh my god, not the power, these power ratings are so ridiculous, I'm getting sick and tired of them. Screw it, I guess we'll talk about Luigi's Mansion.
So back at the end of 2001, I remember riding into Blockbuster one weekend with my parents, and they wanted to grab a couple movies, but all I was really interested in was just seeing the GameCube section, seeing how I had just gotten one that Christmas. I wanted to see what other games were out for it since I only had the garbage Super Smash Bros. Melee. I remember snooping around in the video game section and I saw this intriguing looking game I never really heard of called Tarzan Untamed, baby, you can't tame this boy,
No, it's Luigi's Mansion, look at the title of the video.
So I rented that sucker, rode home with my parents, popped it in, and went on the wildest ride of my life. I was like 9 at the time, what else did I have? Now, unfortunately, I still didn't have a memory card at that point, so I had no way to actually save the game, so guess what I had to do? Well, if you guessed played through the game until I beat it 6 straight times, then you guessed right. I was absolutely obsessed with Luigi's Mansion, and I still am to this day. Everything from its atmosphere to its sound design to the gameplay, I mean, it was the real deal. After the 64 failed to impress much of the general public with its lack of third-party games, Nintendo was looking to change their perception in the gaming industry. One way they tried this was by showing off the raw horsepower of the GameCube with a tech demo of Luigi's Mansion at Space World 2000. The game impressed enough people with its visuals and its weird horse setting, all while getting enough good press to actually warrant an actual game being made out of it. And would you look at it? My god, it's beautiful. I want to slap its ass and take it on a date.
I'm married, I swear.
Now, since this is a Mario game, the story is pretty simple. Luigi won a mansion in a contest and then told Mario about it. Then Mario went to the mansion to celebrate with Luigi. Then Luigi went to the mansion only to find out that Mario was missing. After that happened, he stepped inside only to find hijinks are among him. And then he stumbles and fumbles his way into meeting the main sidekick of this game, Professor Egad. I love this guy so much. He's just so spunky and charming and witty. It's just the type of character this game needed to provide some levity and make Luigi feel just a little bit awkward at all times. So the background on Professor Egad is that he's been here for a little while now studying the ghosts, and he's created some inventions to help you fight them and save your brother. Now, one of the items he gives you is the mighty Poltergust 3000. It's an intense vacuum that has the power to suck these boys and suck them good. And let me just say this for 1 second. This dude's got some chill ass house music. I'm just saying, I mean, I bump to this like once a week. All of Egad's portrait ghosts have escaped from their paintings in his gallery, so while you're in there looking for your brother, Egad also needs you to get all these spooky boys back. Most of this game consists primarily of you walking around the mansion, unlocking doors, busting up some ghosts, you're catching up all these spookers and cleaning the place up, all while grabbing up cash and other collectibles. This is kind of your score, so to speak, at the end of the game. The more you find, the better you do. And the ghosts themselves are just so goofy and fun, but they also retain like a certain level of creep factor. Like, I don't necessarily want to be around any of these guys, but if one of them came up and asked me to go out and maybe grab a couple drinks with them, I might. For a couple minutes, and I'd probably get Dr. Pepper. But it's the very act of catching a ghost in this game that's so satisfying. You're first going to expose the ghost's weak point, then shine a light on them to make them vulnerable, and then it's suck time, baby. It's like this intense back and forth game of tug of war where the ghost is scrambling to get away, but Luigi's like, oh hell no, just get in my vacuum, you translucent bitch. Yeah, that might have been a modified quote from Luigi's Mansion. Now, some of these portrait ghosts, which are basically like mini bosses in this game, really put up a fight. And I guess I understand why they're afraid of you, considering Egad just wants to shove them into a painting and display them for others to look at. Yeah, that's kind of weird. And also, since it's a Mario game, you gotta have the booze. Now, these guys are a little bit different. Instead of having to solve a puzzle and get them to expose their heart, you just have to find an object which they're hidden in each room, shake it, hump it, you know, whatever you gotta do.
Oh yeah.
Once they pop out, you suck them in. Now, most of these guys are pretty simple until you start getting to the end game where the boos flee the room more and more and they have a lot higher health. They can run away a lot quicker. You don't lock onto them as easy as you do the portrait ghosts. So that kind of sucks. But I love Luigi in this game. The developers did such an amazing job fitting him into this atmosphere. Like, you believe that he is terrified to be here, and who wouldn't? I mean, you got this dog trying to bite your leg off. These fools want to punch you in the face, and that carpet does not go with those drapes. Ugh. It's the little things about Luigi that I love so much, man. From the way his hand shakes before he opens a door, to his insanely tense looking walk, to the whistling of the main theme of Luigi's Mansion whenever the lights are on. Like, you can just tell he is just trying to fill the silence here whenever the theme's not playing because he's just so scared. And again, I can't blame the guy. I would have had an underwear full of poop if I was in here. Now, my favorite item that EGAT gives you is called the Game Boy Whore. I mean, look how adorable this thing is. It's a Game Boy, it's cute. Its primary function is to give you access to the menu and the map, but it also lets you scan the environment, and like once you lock onto certain things, Luigi will give you his thoughts on them. And it's great. It really lets us as the player see what kind of person Luigi is, and he's kind of weird. That's a bit concerning.
Now, so far I've talked about 2 of the characters, but you want to know what the best character is? It's the mansion itself. Yeah, it's fucking meta, isn't it?
This place is the perfect setting. They absolutely nailed it in terms of personality and atmosphere with the mansion. It's got this sort of 80s gothic, creepy, slightly cartoony feel to it. Everything is just slightly exaggerated and everything is just set at the right tone. Now, it's nowhere near as scary as something like Silent Hill or Outlast or anything even close to that, but taking place in one large mansion really allows the player to get acquainted with the setting and realize how much of this place really comes alive. It's all the little things that make this mansion the perfect setting for this game, because there's unsettling pictures on all the walls, elongated furniture, there's dust everywhere leading you to believe that no one's been here for quite some time. At least no one living. I find it truly mesmerizing to look at because everywhere you look, there's something there. There's something interesting, something spooky, something secret. And speaking of secrets, holy crap, there's a ton. If you're a greedy son of a bee like me, then you're gonna love this game because there's tons of ways to get money, from finding hidden ghosts to treasure chests to watering plants, dusting things, the list goes on. I wish I got money when I dusted. This is the primary reason why I love this game so much. It just makes great use of the space. I would probably compare this the most to the Spencer Mansion from the first Resident Evil game. Every nook and cranny of that mansion was used so well, and it has something interesting to look at. I would 10 times rather have a game in a much smaller place like this than to explore these like massive open world extravaganzas that have nothing but bullshit throughout them. At least here they made use of the space, because having everything interconnected like this really creates this nice organic feel to the game. It kind of tricks your mind into believing that where you're at is a real place. Like, this is a place and it's relatable. Everyone's been in a house, but has everyone been here? No, look at that's way too beautiful for Earth. But this is more scary because you can imagine yourself going down to the basements, going to the bedrooms, going up to the altar. Wait, why is that there? I don't think I can accurately portray the fact that nothing is wasted in this game. There's all these little subtle hints and clues to what you need to do and where you need to go in the environment as a whole. Well, it's just the bee's knees, that's all I'm saying. The music, the art style, the gameplay, it just all works, and it blows my mind at how original of an idea this was back in the day. Have I said yet how much I like this game? Because I like it a lot, it's really good.
Okay, I was finally able to get the lights back on. So, anyway, Luigi's Mansion is like one of my favorite games of all time, if not my favorite game of all time. It's the one that I replay like every single year, especially around this time period, because it's just so fitting. Yeah, it's only like 4 to 5 hours long if you know what you're doing, but that doesn't make it any less great in my opinion. That almost makes it better because I can actually beat it in a reasonable time because I'm old and I have other crap to do. So yeah, you know what? It's pretty good. Oh my god!